You know, there have been many developments overnight regarding President Trump's immigration policies and deportation efforts. It includes the case of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, a man who was wrongly deported by the Trump administration from the U.S. to an El Salvador prison.
Scripps News Group's Joe St. George joins us live from D.C. And Joe, why has Garcia's chances of returning back to the U.S. now decreased dramatically?
Well, that's because of what the Trump administration has said in the last 20 hours or so. You used the word wrongly deported, Rob, and that's based on what previous officials within the Trump administration, Justice Department, said. When this case really began and began getting attention a couple weeks ago, a Justice Department lawyer said there was an administrative error that prompted Mr. Garcia to be deported. There was, after all, a court order put in place in 2019 saying that Mr. Garcia should not be deported to El Salvador over fear of possible retribution and violence by local gangs. But in the last 20 hours or so, the President Trump and his administration has done a bit of a 180 on this. They've blamed that Justice Department lawyer for calling it administrative error. They've called that person a Democrat. President Trump has said there's no reason for them to bring in Mr. Garcia back from El Salvador to the U.S. Stephen Miller, who's a top advisor to President Trump, has essentially said that Mr. Garcia was properly deported, that there's nothing wrong with him being sent there. President Trump met with El Salvador's president yesterday at the White House, and the president of El Salvador said he has no plans of sending Mr. Garcia back to the United States. So while the Supreme Court said that the Trump administration needs to do everything to facilitate their return, it was a nuanced ruling. And basically the Trump White House is saying, well, this just means if he shows up at Richmond International Airport or BWI, we're going to let him in the country. We don't have to send the Marines into El Salvador to retrieve him. So that's why his chances of returning to the U.S. anytime soon has declined dramatically. Meanwhile, guys, another immigration-related development overnight. Remember, there was a program created by the Biden administration to provide temporary parole for people from Haiti and Venezuela, Nicaragua, and Cuba. About 500,000 or so immigrants have taken advantage of that program. President Trump wants to end it, deport those individuals. A federal district judge overnight has put a temporary pause on President Trump ending that program.